seconds late. I was about to sing.
Hey, Tess.
What are you doing here?
I'm out
You're out?
of prison. Remember that day I went out for cigarettes and didn't come back?
Keep that class.
I don't smoke. Why are you sitting?
Now, they tell me I've repaid my debt to society.
Honey, I never got a check.
I'm not wearing your ring.
I sold it. Don't have a husband. Did you get the papers?
Yeah, my last day inside.
I told you outright. Danny, go now. Before.
For benefits?
Danny.
Look, Tess. You're doing a wonderful job curating the museum. The Vermeer is quite good. It's simple.
Remind you of anyone?
Well, look, I always forget who married their mistress, Manet or Monet?
Monet.
Right, and Manet and syphilis.
They also painted occasionally.
I'll make this quick. I want to restart my life, and I want you with me. Oof.
You're a thief.
Damn.
I only lied about being a thief, and I don't do that anymore.
Steal?
Lie.
You sound like someone who doesn't have to make that kind of distinction, Danny.
Oh, no. He's very clear on both.
You know what your problem is?
I only have one.
You met too many people like you. I'm with Terry now.
Does he make you laugh?
It doesn't make me cry. You see, the people you steal things from, they have insurance to compensate them. They get made whole again. You see, I have to leave New York to get away from her. How am I going to get those 5 years back, Danny?
Can't, but what you can do is not waste another 5 years.
God.
Look, you don't love me? Fine. You want to start a life with someone else? I'm gonna have to live with that, but please, not him.
Spoken like a true business.
I'm not joking, Tess.
I'm not laughing, Danny! There's a conflict of interest when you're trying to give me advice about my life.
It doesn't mean I'm wrong.
Remember what I said to you when we first met?
You said I better know what I'm doing.
Do you? No. Truly, because you shouldn't leave out the door if you don't.
I don't want to.
Turn away from him. Turn away from him, your whole body. Nice. That's good. Jurassic Park! The sound of
Yeah.
You okay, Jake?
You like it?
He's in the Jurassic Age.
You know, there's, forgive me if I'm a broken record. For those of you who've been with me a long time, you know the record skips a lot. No actor, man, should ever complain if something like this happens. You walk up to the director later, director goes, oh my God, are you okay? You okay? And you say, yes, I'm fine. Have you seen that footage of Timothée Chalamet walking into that camera? Have you seen that?
Yeah.
This cameraman slams a camera into Timothée Chalamet's chest. And Timothée Chalamet's people are watching this guy. He knows it. He gets hit so hard, look it up, by this camera. And you see him lose his breath. And everyone's like, oh my God, are you okay? And he goes, fine, I'm fine. He blames no one. He doesn't blame the cameraman. He doesn't get upset. He's being paid a fortune to be there. If there's something wrong, they'll figure it out. But to lose your cool in the moment, to get all pissed off in the moment, is supremely unprofessional. But you guys have worked this out, right? You knew the slap was coming. So really good job, Jake, just taking it. I like when you hit Jake. What did you guys think, good or bad? Good. I thought it was actually very good. Well, the beginning was a little soft, but I really liked where it went. Any notes you guys want to give? Adam.
I was sitting in the back last week, and I thought that's why I couldn't hear it, but I'm like near the front now, and I still can't hear it.
Yeah.
And it's a note that I would give myself too is, I'm sorry, Araceli.
Araceli, yeah.
Just be careful with the articulation. Like I mumble a lot also, but I think it's, I don't know if it's the quietness or sometimes it's too fast. But
It's
a
the
little-
quiet.
Yeah, it's a little hard to just like understand exactly what's saying, but the acting is so good that it makes up for it.
Yeah.
So I can still see what's happening, but I want to hear also.
100%. And I say this every time. If we're directing for a camera and I've got wireless mics or I got a boom over here, we're fine. But we don't have that. And then when you're acting for the stage, you have to be able to do the scene that Sarah and Chris did loudly. You have to be like, can I move your hair? You have to project. And it may seem awkward to you because the scene is supposed to be so quiet and intimate, but the people in the back row don't feel that if they can't fucking hear the damn thing. But I thought it was really good, guys. You like the class?
I love it.
Oh, that makes me happy. You're back in the next round?
Yes.
All right. Did you... Okay, shut the door. Did you practice prison? No. No, you didn't.
What?
Oh, yeah, what?
No, what? What is missing prison-wise? What?
Toughness.
Okay.
You go to prison and it changes you, Jake. And you can look at how anybody, even somebody who's corporate, you look at fucking what's her name who got busted, the one who makes the food bites.
Stewart.
Martha Stewart. When she's out of prison, she's making movies with Snoop Dogg and shit. Like everything changes. In prison, she's like, I'll make you a macrame. You want some macrame? So like prison is something outdoors. I've got the same problem on stage. I played a guy. I was doing a national tour, and my director was like, I don't believe that you're like a gangster, man. And I was like, yeah, but I got the walk and I got the talk. And he's like, no. You're just performing this. You haven't looked it up. You haven't researched it. You haven't felt like the beatings that have happened being a pretty boy in prison. And so when he talks about all that stuff, it's got to have gravitas, Jake, right? Quickly.
Jake, I think to help is you've been to prison, so you gotta keep watching over your shoulder,
Totally.
your back, because when you were in prison, that's what they would have had to do.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
character would have had to do, because somebody could have come up behind you or snatched him.
That's
beat you
right,
inside
and
of you.
also prison.
And the
I'm sorry,
guards-
Sam. The prison follows you after you get out. There's people you meet in prison that want to fucking kill you. There's people who will hire people to kill you. Shit goes on. I have to move forward. You got to be way angrier. So Adam's like, it's too quiet. I can't hear anything. You got to be angrier. They also painted. That's like she's talking about them. She's like, they hung out. They did shit. They also painted occasionally. You fuck. Is your face red? It's wonderful. Get out of her light, Jake. And I really thought the emotion was beautiful at the end. Let's do it one more time.
You're 30 seconds late.
Louder.
I was about to send over, sir.
Hey, Tess.
What are you doing here?
I'm out
Let go.
You're out?
of prison. Remember that day I went for cigarettes and didn't come back?
I don't smoke now. Don't sit.
No, they tell me I've repaid my debt to society.
Funny.
Louder.
They didn't get a check.
You're not wearing your ring.
I sold it. I don't have a husband. Didn't you get the papers?
Yeah, I'll stay inside.
I told you outright. Danny, go now. Before.
Before Benedict? Oh my god.
Danny.
What? Look, Tess, you're doing an amazing job curating the museum. The Vermeer, it's quite good. It's simple, vibrant. Although his work definitely fell off as he got older.
Remind you of anyone?
Now, I always get confused. Now, who married their mistress, Manet or Monet?
Monet.
Right. Manet had syphilis.
They also painted occasionally.
I'll make this quick. I want to restart my life, and I want you with me.
You're a thief and a liar. Danny,
I'm lying about being a thief, and I don't do that anymore.
steal,
Why?
I'm with someone who doesn't have to make that kind of distinction.
He's very clear on both.
You know what your problem is?
I only have one.
You've met too many people like you. I'm with Terry now. You see?
Louder.
Does he make you laugh?
Louder.
He doesn't make me cry. You see? The people you steal things from, they have insurance to compensate them. They get made whole again. You see, I have to leave New York to get away from what happened. How am I gonna get those 5 years back,
You
Danny?
can't. But what you can do is not waste another 5 years.
God.
Look. You don't love me. But I want to make a life with someone else. Fine, but not him.
Spoken like a true accessor.
I'm not joking, Tess.
I'm not laughing, Danny! You see, there's a conflict of interest when you two give me advice about my loved ones.
Doesn't mean I'm wrong.
Do you remember what I said to you when we first met?
You said I better know what I'm doing.
Do you? Now? Truly, because you should leave out that door if you don't.
I know what I'm doing.
Sure you do.
Good or bad?
Fucking
Good.
excellent.
Yeah.
It's great. How long have I been teaching you?
Since I was 12, so
12.
Oh, 12 or 14 years.
Just get yourself in front of a goddamn casting director, would you?
Yeah.
Stop being so fucking lazy.
Jake, that was the best I've seen in a while.
He's
That was
so
pretty
good, you know? He's so good. The documentary people watched yesterday picked out a couple of names, doesn't matter who, but they picked him out. You know, and Jake's like, really? I'm like, yeah, dude, like, you're good at this stuff. You're your best self in here.
Yeah.
How do you feel, Araceli?
Okay.
You're good too. I like to see what happens when you get emotional. You did it in the last version, it was nice. Good or bad?
Good.
Yeah, it's lovely. I know we're running out of time here, so forgive me. I'm gonna give you just a couple quick notes. The volume, everybody's right. You gotta be louder, okay? I'm excited to see what we do next for you. Jake, he took Sam's note where he was looking over his shoulder and stuff. He was checking things out. It was much better. I believed that you were like, oh shit, there's things going on. And even the way you came in, it had less like adolescent vibes going on. It was just a little bit more like, I've been through some shit. I don't have time to waste. And I liked it. It had more, you know, maturity to it. I wish I could give you more notes, but I have to move along. That's it. You're done. Very good. Fiona Rohan, then Hiroko and Adam, and then we're done.
Would there be a version